What's up, everybody? Brett here, and we're back today playing some more Battle Brothers. It's our Beast Slayers of Bastion Let's Play, and we are trying to collect heads for our patrol, and we're outside the Cemetery of the Restless, and we're going to hop on in. It's going to be a swamp battle. Favors us, generally. No doubt we'll be fighting Wiedergangers. 20 of them. That's not ideal. Let's move. If it's Wiedergangers, they'll take forever to reach us, but reach us they will have to. Go this way. We're going to come and try and take this high ground here and fight them on the edge of it. Huh. Dang, moved in his way. Trying not to do that. We don't have Pathfinder on everyone as of yet, but we're close. So some brothers will move back a little more efficiently than others. But yeah, here come the Wiedergangers. There's 20 of them. It looks like a good portion of them will probably be unarmored. Let's just hope that there are no necromancers, because they'll hang back and then we gotta go and catch those guys. Which, needless to say, will be pretty crappy and time-consuming. So let's really cross our fingers. This guy might be a necromancer. Okay. Setting up shop. We want to fight them here in the dirty, muddy water. I'll move there for now. Alright, that's a good spot. Good spot. Just gotta make room for everybody. Getting maximum movements where we can. Yeah, I don't know if I would have moved backwards had I known it was just going to be a bunch of unarmored Wiedergangers like this, but it's still not terrible. We could have even pushed forward, but you see how they're like, they kind of have some high ground, we would have had nothing, so definitely advantageous for us to step back and let them come to us. This is going to take a while. Feel free to fast forward through this part, guys, but it's tactically sound, and it's definitely what you should do if you're playing the same battle. You should do this as well. Step here. Step in there. Step there. That position is fine. Alright. I think you can start to see what kind of formation I'm looking at here. Oh, I just noticed. Horse doesn't have a shield. Dang. Something I didn't remember from the last episode, I suppose. Move that away. And we'll tuck ourselves in. Yeah, let's just go there. It's hard to know how they're going to break around us. They might all swarm the top part. Go here. Yeah, we'll take some shots. That guy's got armor and a real weapon. I should have taken some other shots, but we've got plenty of time to get rid of them. Now's a good time to use our Falcon. And it's excellent. We can see that there are no necromancers here, which makes sense. They would have been possessing had there been some necromancers there. But we're also able to see now just how dangerous this top area will be in just a moment. I think we're going to put Geralf here. He's got AoE attacks that should help him to cleave. Plus, Horse doesn't have a shield. So leaving him as kind of like this defensive lich pin position is kind of a bad idea, I think. Move there. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it all the way. Man, I definitely should have waited to move Geralt last. There's really no good spot to move now. Huh. We've got rotation on some people, but that's not really going to help me. Yeah, let's just bring him in the back. Oswald might have rotation. It's hard to remember. I don't think it shows it. Yeah. So we'll do this. That's fine. That's actually better. That's better than putting someone here, I feel. That gives us a nice solid wall. Alright, let's let them come. We use a lot of ammo. Happy to take shots even on the guys who aren't very strong. Getting rid of their armor is going to make them especially vulnerable to our archers and to our spearmen. And it's nice that now, after moving through the swamp, we get to rest. Our fatigue is going to go back to 0. And then when the time comes that they start getting close, we can certainly spear wall. Oh my god, I wish I could fast forward my life right now. That's what it's like fighting zombies in the swamp or the forest. But sadly, there is no fast forward in life. Nice, good shots. Ulrich's up there nailing it. Okay, a few more armored boys step forward. Our backline's going to be tired and out of ammo. I don't know how much ammo we should waste. Not really a waste, but should use on these guys. Ammo is expensive. And we almost certainly don't need it to beat them. Especially when they just keep coming back like this. I just hope they're all moving. If like half of them are... Yeah, okay, they're moving. If half of them were just sitting up there, waiting to engage in the front lines, this could take forever. These types of fights always remind me of the thing that bothered me the most with the Walking Dead series. I would always be yelling at the screen, like, make a spear! And they did. The last Walking Dead episode I watched was just quite some time ago. They started making spears. Like, if you don't have access to high-powered weaponry, you should definitely be making spears. Take some high ground, force the zombies into an area where you can just stab them. The Walking Dead especially, they're not particularly smart. You can lure them, you can bait them. Yeah, I mean, in the early stages of the show, they did a good job of making sure that it felt like they had these best laid plans of mice and men and all that, but stuff would go wrong outside of their control, and you're like, oh no. And they kept the zombies dangerous, I think, for as long as they could, until it was the only thing that could actually become dangerous was men. People started weaponizing zombies. Kind of the next logical step. Humans will find a way to weaponize anything, I think. Case in point, in the Colosseum, they would bring lions and tigers and stuff. How many lions and tigers do you guys think died in the Colosseum? Probably a lot. Ever watch the movie Gladiator? There's that pretty epic fight with the old retired gladiator where they're fighting like in between and amongst lions. That would be nerve-wracking. They can't reach me this turn. It's going to be probably at least 2 more turns before anyone touches a spear wall. Every time Gladiator's on, I gotta watch it. I just can't help myself. They keep playing it on this one channel, and I'm flipping through the channels and I just see it's on and I just gotta stop. I always catch it right at the beginning, which is really the biggest problem, because I get sucked in by that huge like battle they have with the Northmen. They all come like walking out of the forest chanting, and the Legionnaires line up. They've got catapults, big war dogs, all kinds of cool stuff. And then you get quickly reminded of how horrible melee combat shield to shield would have been. You're basically just waiting to get hacked to death. Alright, their armor's going. We're about to be in spear wall territory for some of our bros. If we can't get rid of this guy. Then the numbers a bit. Good shot to the body. We've been kind of accidentally hitting them in the head a little bit. Nice. Sigmund's going to have to hold pretty well here. He's the literal tip of the spear of our formation. I think we should have waited to do that next turn, but we'll see. Some of them, it turns out, are actually faster than us. Alright, let's see what's up. If it'll hold. We don't have any spear masters, so if they bypass it, they bypass it. There's nothing we can do about it. But in the swamps, guys, for those of you who are kind of new, murky water, look at the debuff. It's pretty significant, minus 25%. And I can't ever remember which stats make it so that, you know, what checks against a spear wall. I always forget. I can look at it in a second. There we go, good hit. That butcher's apron is now gone. Oswald is just exhausted. Ulrich is out of arrows, so let's reload him. And we're going to focus these guys who have a little bit of armor left. And I'm going to come over here and step up. I don't think they're going to, you know, surround us here. We've done a good job of keeping them off of this flank. So we need to come up here and support this one. They still can't reach here, so we're good. It's nice knowing that we have rotation on a guy like Sigmund. He doesn't have to hold. We could always rotate him out, put someone else in front. Alright, hold Sigmund. We'll spear wall here. I wonder if dual wielding the spear, two-handing the spear, makes your spear wall do more damage. That's something I've never tested either. Let's see, let's read spear wall together. Prepare to immediately attack any opponent that attempts to move into melee range, and on a hit, prevent that opponent from closing in. Targets hit will receive half the damage of a normal thrust attack. Cannot be used while already engaged in melee. Alright, I knew all that. I was just curious what it checked against. Maybe it's just a normal check of attack versus melee defense. Or melee skill plus melee defense. Not 100% on that. Alright, what a wild whiff. Good. Armor low. Take that guy's armor, but we hit him in the head. Man, Oswald is just exhausted. He must have Something that prevents fatigue recovery, which is really bad in these long battles. Okay, spear wall. He is double grip plus 25% damage. But if that only does half the damage of a normal thrust, it becomes tricky to calculate. Kind of want to go up here. I just feel like our services are not needed. Okay. Hold him back, Sigmund. Good spear wall. Dang, and they broke it. Okay. If we can get rid of this guy, though, it's not a big deal. We've got an axe, a long axe pointed right at him. Okay, we didn't get him. We might still have an attack, though, on Sigmund. Sigmund might just be able to... No. Not enough fatigue. Caspar has missed many an attack. Alright, down goes his armor. Not enough fatigue. Okay. They're all pretty injured. Now we spear wall here. And we're gonna move. We're gonna come up and kind of replace Oswald there. Could shield wall here just to protect myself, but I don't think that's particularly necessary either. We've got rotation here, which is what I want. I want to rotate Balder. If we had some movement left, we could do something a little tricky. Bring him here and then like rotate him and then get him here on his next turn. Feels rough not having the spear wall active. Expecting him to jump in here on Ozymandias. They've given us a nice lined up shot. Okay. Spear wall. Spear wall. The guys with the actual weapons are the ones hanging back. Perfect. Excellent. Caspar redeemed himself. Good job, Baltimore. Okay, I mean, a miss that's a hit, it's hard to complain about. I'm trying to disable the flanks here, and we just keep kind of whiffing on everything. I'll move down here. And yeah, okay, we got the guy in the back. We might actually get hit this battle. Floppy play on my part. I am so sorry, guys. The first like 20 minutes of this is going to be me microing against these zombos. But I fought this as if there were going to be a fallen hero, a necromancer, some Geists. We would have been super happy to be on the high ground if that had been the case. Okay, they made it past horse spear wall. We're going to spear wall here because I think he's going to make it in. Down to 8. And with like a turn of rest, we were able to get Sigmund up and running. Alright, he's got all of his HP, all of his armor, so taking him down is good. We're just gonna shoot. I would love to make our boy here more useful, but no one's coming here anymore. I brought him there just in case. They were able to somehow overwhelm this flank because I knew nothing was going on here. We could even put him in the swamp. All right. I don't know about you guys. I'm exhausted. Something about the holiday season always makes me just super tired. I'm the type of guy that, like, every year for New Year's, I fall asleep. I fall asleep at like 8 o'clock. I cannot stay up to save my life. And Christmas is kind of the same way. I use like all my energy just trying to get to Christmas. And then when Christmas rolls around, I've got nothing left. I've done most of my Christmas shopping. Got some cool stuff for my kids. A lot of different stuff. We got them a Switch. That was the big present this year. I think that's probably one of the hottest Christmas items. Mario Kart. I remember that was a game I remember playing back in the day as a kid. Super Smash Brothers. That's gonna be fun. They're a little bit too young to play any of those games well, but they'll have fun just messing around. Got them Pokemon Eevee, which looks awesome on paper, but I had yellow. I have them actually sitting right next to me in my office. I've got yellow, red, blue, gold for the Game Boy. I've got my original Game Boy colors here, chilling with me. If I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought, after I kind of reviewed those games to see if I wanted to buy them, Pokemon Eevee, Pokemon Pikachu, I think is what they're called. I'm pretty sure they're just like playing Pokemon, like Yellow, essentially, or Red, or any of the, like, that generation. Except there's some weird differences in how you, like, I don't know if it's catch them or battle them in the wild. I know it's like the super cool thing where you can like actually see them in the tall grass. I thought that was an awesome touch. But it's something that they'll love, I think. My son loves Pokemon. He's got like 1 million of the little tiny figures. My daughter likes to put them in bowls and use them as soup. But they're Pokemon. Look how many of these punks resurrected. The only guy I really need to be even a little bit concerned about, because he's the only one that still has any kind of HP left. So we'll step up and smack him. Everyone else will just wait up. Alright, put them all one hit away from death. Could very easily have used no ammo this battle and just gone straight pikes. Alright, when he steps in, he's as good as dead. We just gotta let him step in. No spear wall. We want them to close the distance. There's no more resurrections, please. Alright, one more. I'm okay with that. The reason I stuck with this war brand, I thought about putting on one of the big, you know, powerful hammers from the Northmen. But this weapon is so good at killing the types of enemies we've been facing. It's accurate. Gerald's melee skill is pretty low still. So getting the boost to his accuracy from using a sword, pretty important. We'll jump in there for a better surround. Get our pike out. Okay. Thank you. It is done. We could have just gone straight there and got our heads. We got another male coif. That's a little upgrade. Other than that, everything else is just for selling. Oh, goodness, guys. Alright, so that's a 10 durability upgrade. Super worth it. Everyone knows. And for... Oh, we also picked up a kettle hat, which is an upgrade over the padded nasal helmet. Boom. By 5. Not much. Still waiting for our second Jost and Vin and I to recover. They're pretty well hurt. Get Battle Forged here. Happy to see a 4 in range skill. And I'll take a 3 there to get him up to 60. And then we're going to want to pump maximum fatigue. Yeah, he's got asthmatic. He's going to have to take a fatigue pump every time. And he's also, if we're going to continue using him, he's going to need recover. Otherwise, in any battle that goes longer than a couple turns, he's going to be basically useless. Alright, let's head out of the swamps. And go and collect our fat loot. Whew. Do we take this? Ruins of Borden. We're in good shape. I mean, we basically lost nothing. We should 100% take this fight. Let's do it. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Another 19 enemies. We don't know what it is this time. We're going to use our Falcon right off the bat. A mix of Weirgangers and Naxurs. These are much more armored. We could fall back to this position, but I think we're just going to fight them straight out. It's a little dangerous. We had the benefits of staggering them in that last battle. But basic principles still apply. Spear wall, keep some of them back, isolate, focus. If we can kill the Naxurs first, all 3 of them, that would be ideal. Make sure they do not grow into actual threats. Tier 1 Naxurs are nothing. Alright, let's... Oh, I forgot to give him a shield again. Damn it. A hammer would have been good for this battle, too, though. I don't think they can reach me next turn. Famous last words. We're going to step in here just to cover Baltimore. Okay, there goes his armor. That's fine. Everybody else passes. Come on. Oh, there's 4 of them. Okay, and they are waiting. We would much prefer them to come forward first, because they are fast. We have to be so careful how we present them with corpses. We'll pass here. I could probably kill this guy, but then one of the Naxurs jumps in, takes a big bite. And the next thing you know, I've got a level 2 one I gotta kill. Okay, some of them are coming forward. Good. Those types of misses are going to haunt us this battle. Don't know which of these are going to be faster than us and which are going to be slower, so we need to just spear wall now. Yep, keep focusing him. Let's step up here and take this attack. We miss. Super not worth. Okay, good job, spear wall. Good hit. Going as wide as possible. Pretty much always a good strategy. Give the AI a lot of targets to focus on, and they won't be able to single target anything. Alright, one shot on him. Just gotta make them vulnerable. That way when they jump in, we could take advantage of them being near death, and we can just put them down pretty instantly. Excellent hit. We hit him in the head, though. That sucks. Would prefer never to hit them in the head, the armored Wiedegangers, because a lot of times these guys are wearing some decent armor. On their heads, anyway. Spear wall up. Spear wall up. Nice. Man, so far so good. Put a shot here. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Killing him, no danger at all. Killing this guy, free level up for an Exur. And there's 3 of them here. That's just bad luck. We went for that one. Oh, nice. That was actually good luck. He got knocked back onto the spot that the other Exurs probably would have liked to have gone to. Okay, checking out my options. Still kind of scary. Oh, nice. He was... Alright, so all my problems went away. This is terrible because now they're inside of my spear wall. And Firth Dillman can't hit anything to save his life. Neither can Joss, for that matter. Alright, shut him down. As long as the spear wall holds, I'm going to keep using my crossbow. But once it breaks, that's when the pikes come out. Luckily, we've been pumping fatigue since we recruited everybody. Their fatigue levels are high enough that they can sustain multiple turns of spear wall. We're not in that super heavy armor category yet. Excellent. We'll do it again. Target the guys with a little bit of armor left. There we go. Some textbook zombie fighting right here. And that's what we were hoping for last turn. Okay. One shot there would have been perfect. Looks like they're wanting to go up here and eat. If I can hit them, I will, but one of them jumped behind a tree and the other one jumped behind this guy. So probably will not be able to. But our spear wall is still clear. Yeah. We'll see if we can't hit that guy with Jost as well. A kill here would be great. We'll pass and see what's up. It's not too late to clear the spear wall out. Okay, now it's kind of too late. There's too much junk. This one will still hold. Yes. And we get value out of it. A lot of value. It's a good hit. Now let's switch it up. Quick hands into another good hit. And just like that, we actually cleared up the spear wall again. Don't take a shot every time I say spear wall this episode. You will die. Unless you're taking a shot of water. Now, I don't, well, even then, don't do that. I've heard stories of people dying from drinking too much water. I think there was a kind of a famous case of a woman on like a radio show. She drank so much water. I think what it does is it like dilutes. I don't want to say something stupid. I probably will. It basically makes like your blood. It messes with your blood. Your blood becomes too like diluted with water that it kind of like stops doing its job. Is that right? Who knows? Something like that. Makes sense though. Like super watery blood just wouldn't function very well. Alright, he hasn't attacked yet, so we'll go for him. Step forward. We need to clean this up now. We've gotten kind of lucky that we haven't taken much damage at all in these fights. But that could quickly change if we let some of these armored boys hang around too long. We went for that because it was a 76. That's probably as good as we were ever going to get. Switch it up. Time for pikes now. Pikes and full surrounds. Wouldn't be surprised to see someone resurrect. Kind of mess up our game plan. We're not reloading, we're just pulling out pikes. And we can keep enough guys down here to kill just about anything that pops back up. We need to get rid of these two. Yep, to be expected. Don't kill me, bro. Need one hit. Ugh. Scary because that's a Scramasax. That's not like a nothing weapon. Last thing we want is to experience some sort of decapitation right at the end of this battle. And we did, but it was just their decapitation. Okay, what do we get for that? Gemstones and ancient gold coins and a little bit of gold. A decent worn mail shirt, another mail coif, another kettle hat. All pretty good stuff, and some hand axes if we needed those types of weapons. Whew, that was worth it. That was very, very worth it. Turns out we're quite good at fighting zombies all day long. We'll hold on to this mail coif. This is an upgrade for Caspar. Getting out of another padded leather, which is excellent. Happy to be seeing the backs of those. And Mr. Blue reminded me, subscriber, in the comment section that we should probably start collecting daggers. I think I have a few. But whenever we see them, I should definitely not be selling them. Yeah, I've got a couple. Only two, it looks like. But there is a point at which we're going to want to make sure that we're holding on to stuff like that. That way, if the time ever comes, we fight a hedge knight, something like that, we can surround, dagger them down, take their armor. We definitely want to have that ability open to us. Alright, so here we've got Fur Thillman. Let's give him his stats first. 3 there, that's good. 4 in fatigue, that's excellent. And then I think I'm just going to take this 2 in melee defense. What do we give to him? I don't really want them to use the long axes. I want to keep long axes in my inventory for when we fight Scrat. But I was thinking we've got to have some Beast Slayer-y themed perks. And one of the ones I desperately wanted was Battleforge. The other one is like, I mean, Headhunter is pretty cool. Killing Frenzy, Fearsome, maybe Fearsome. But I've done the Fearsome build before in my first playthrough. If you're ever interested in that, it's the Beast and Exploration playthrough. our entire group had fearsome. And against some enemies, we would have fearsome, plus we would all be wearing these direwolf pelts, which lower resolve. And we would just scare the hell out of any kind of human or basically non-undead would flee before us. But when we got to the end game, you know, the monolith, it became less efficient. Reach advantage could be good. I feel like a hunter would definitely make use of reach advantage. But with reach advantage, you want a weapon that can attack multiple units. What else? Is there anything else? Bags and belts is something I want to pick up, but I wanted to do that once we had actual stuff to carry. We don't have anything right now, so it'd kind of be a wasted perk. Crippling Strikes and Executioner I thought was pretty interesting. But once again, it's only useful versus enemies that you can wound. So, just like that first Let's Play, I had Fearsome and I also had Crippling Strikes and Executioner on every brother. Which meant against living targets, we were lawnmowers. But against everyone else, not so much. I think we just go with Berserk. It's probably... If I had to pick, like, the best perks in the game, it would probably be a tie between Berserk and Battleforged. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that even comes close. Looking around. No, I mean, there are some that are very good. I grew to love Adrenaline in our last Let's Play. It can get you out of some tight spots. But no, best... Being able to take, like, 3 times as many hits as you normally would, or being able to deal twice as much damage through attacks as you normally can. Nothing really beats that. Best defensive and best offensive perk, in my opinion, hands down. Curious to know what you guys think. Grab Battleforged here. I could see us getting fast adaptation on everyone, though. That seems like a Beast Slayer ability. Everyone just having fast adaptation. 4 and 3. Gotta get range skill up. Maybe a bit of a wasted perk here with melee defense. Let's look at that again. We'll take the 3 in range defense instead. That 4 there. Definitely don't want crummy crossbowman. But then again, he probably wasn't ever supposed to be a crossbowman. He'll make a good pike user, though. One of the weirdest changes to me, and I wish they hadn't have done this, but they made it so that changing out shields doesn't count with quick hands. And that's kind of been wrecking me ever since, because I used to play like that a lot. That makes it so that certain things I want to do, I just can't do it as effectively as I used to. I can't, like, have someone in the party... Ooh, public executions. I can't have, like, my whole backline be shield bros that just whip out shields and go to town. Kind of forces me into that pike style of play. They've got a warhammer, they've got a great sword, all these things I want. What are the prices like here? That's the big question. They're mediocre. I kind of don't want to sell here. There's so much potential for gold. It's a higher than average selling point. It's about average. It's like a C. Like if you had to give it an American grade rating. Like a C. C plus maybe. But we're looking for like a B or an A. And that's okay. We have to leave from here anyway because public executions. Oh, well, no, not because of that. We have to leave. What's my brain doing? We have to leave here because they have no contracts. So we need to go find some contracts. And our gear is busted, so we have to buy tools. We should probably buy ammo, but it's like twice as expensive here as it should be. So instead, we'll just buy some more food. I like having just a stupid amount of food. That makes me feel secure. I should probably buy this shield. Just not even think about it. It's 100 something gold. It was definitely a mistake to go into battle without one. At the very least, we should have given him some, a different weapon. Okay, so we've got Horst here. and Geralt. I really want to give them... So this is probably our first look at the training hall, this Let's Play. If you've never seen it before, guys, it boosts our experience gain for a couple fights. And they're just basically different percentages. This is a 50% experience gain in the next battle. So the way to do this is, so let's say... so they're costed differently, right? This is, I think, the next 3 battles. So this is a higher percentage of experience gain. It's 35% over 3 battles. So, you know, add that up. That's 105% experience gain. This is only 50%. It's cheaper, but not really by much. And this is 20% over 5 battles, so it's 100. But I would definitely take rigorous schooling, probably over sparring fight. If you know you're going to use them for a lot of battles, you're basically, it's like, you get experience, more experience from getting kills. So what you want to try and do if you have brothers who are under the effects of this experience percentage gain, you want them to get as many kills as possible. So let's say if we're doing our Hedge Knight campaign, we come into a training hall, we get one of these buffs on us. We know he's like the only guy in our party that's going to be getting kills. So we would be able to accelerate his growth hugely. 20% of like 4 kills per battle is a lot. And if you do that 5 battles in a row, you're really getting your money's worth out of this one as opposed to perhaps this one. You can really stretch it. The math adds up to more. Rigorous schooling would be the best one for longevity. Sparring fight, I just think if you've got the gold, you should never do that. Unless what you're planning on doing is taking, let's say, your Hedge Knight. You know, he starts with like a long sword, I think. You send him into a battle with 12 guys, and you just slaughter all of them with the Hedge Knight. You might gain 2 levels in a single battle. Maybe, I don't know, in the early game, maybe even as much as 3, depending on what you were slaughtering. But for now, we're going to get Veterans Lessons on both Horst and Geralt. It's a good average, most likely to get them good experience. Because they are brothers that I know we're going to want to keep around for a long time. They're Beast Slayers. And they're a little bit behind the curve when it comes to everyone else. We're going to go back down here to Grossholtz, even though we were just kind of here a second ago. Mostly because there seemed to be a huge amount of activity here when we passed this way last time. There still is, but I don't see any of the... I was hoping to fight some raiders. But we'll see if we just can't get a contract. Lots of wildmen. I've been seeing those guys. We'll buy 1 stack of ammo. Look at the prices to sell. They're very poor. What do you need us to do? Someone stole their demonic statuette. I got you. I would feel terrible if someone stole my demonic statuette. I just picture them with one of those like little like anime action figures that people put on their shelves, like the ones that are like a foot high. They have 1 raider. Okay. Easy fight. Are our sideline buddies back to normal? They are. Okay. So we can kind of switch out a little bit. He's got training experience on right now, so we don't want to pull him out. So we should definitely pull someone else out. Let's pull out Ozymandias. And we want to put in Joss. It looks like we needed 2 shields. Whoever we pull out, we can just give them their shield. Fur Thilman's level 8. We'll take him out. Do something like that. And then we'll give him that shield. Okay, good stuff. And, I mean, honestly, we should do this too. If we're going to do all that, we should do this too. Put him in as good of a gear as we can. Is that better? Yes. Only slightly, though. And then here, this is a 110. Are we completely out of padded leather? Because that feels good. I think we are. Alright. Catch those thieves. When you have to chase them that far, it just makes the 450 crowns that you're going to get for this go way, way less far. And you know what? If we have to be fighting on the downward side of a hill, at least this is the opponents or these are the opponents we're fighting. This could be so much worse. Slings aren't going to punish us nearly as bad as, you know, some crossbows. This is my hill. I'll be taking this. Thank you. Feel like I'm playing Monopoly. This is Boardwalk. And they're about to start paying me rent. Clear wall. Very good. Clear wall. No doubt he'll just step in here and bonk Joss on the head, but that's okay. That's still making them be more reactive. And he'll do exactly that. Okay, he decided to shield wall up. Would be nice to get one of these shields so I don't have to buy one. 43.68. Easy choice. Awesome, we have clear line of sight, but we missed two 43s. I got no problem stepping in here. We'll probably get bonked by the stick. Alright, get him with that military cleaver. Alright, this guy is blessed by the gods. I don't want to be on the low ground versus this guy. I don't mind it against him because he's got a reach weapon. We'll chill. This is great. What we need to get rid of this guy effectively. He's dangerous. That's a dangerous weapon. Man, literal sticks and stones. Breaking my bones. Alright, another miss there is just what we needed. Now we're all set up on him. Down you go. Not stepping forward. That way we can leave some room for Vin and Die. 47, and we hit him. Great. And we pierced his hand. Very good. Just shoot into the back and hope to hit somebody. Switch it up. Pike comes out. Could go for the push, but I kind of like the position he's in. Alright, let's lock these dudes down. Get him to stop hitting me with sticks. Sticks and stones. Okay, this is a pretty easy battle for us. An actual, like, David and Goliath type of fight. We need to start taking fights, though, that are going to give us better gear. I think whenever we do our Hedge Knight campaign, I'm going to potentially do like a little roleplay story where we're kind of a disowned knight from one of the different areas. One of the different lords kind of like cast us out, perhaps. And we're going to use that as an excuse to raid the hell out of them and get good gear early on. We just got to pick our house. Pick on the weakest house we can. Find good trade route and just sit there and slaughter them. Also, I'm going to do kind of what I did in my free time the first time I ever tried that on my own. I basically just played it in a way that, like, I would only recruit squires and, what else did I, militiamen, like professional soldiers. That's kind of an added level of difficulty we don't really need. Another king. We could ask for more. In these situations, it's probably worth it to ask for more, because the increase is going to be like another 400 crowns versus like the little bit they'll dislike us. This is not like a major economic hub for us. Yeah. Oh my god, another barbarian king. Reported in the rustling thicket. In the forest west from you. Oh wow, he's way over there. Okay. Well, if he's way over there, we're going to stop by Altenhof. We've got a lot of goods we need to sell. Want to stop by Hammerden. I mean, the guy might be here. You know, it's kind of a general area. But we were able to kill the last one. I was able to beat him twice, actually. Prices here, I can already tell, are not good. So we're just going to keep on rolling. Actually, I should have looked at what they have to sell. Nothing we need. Anyone to recruit? No. We'll save the barber for another day. Get up to Hammer Erden. I'm doing my best to say it right and not like an idiot. Man, if we could drag like a militia group into that battle, that would take a lot of the load off my mind. Okay, it's another mediocre place. Let's get rid of the garbage. The rest of the stuff I think we'll hold on to. Sticks, spears, we'll drop all that. Pitchforks. Sell the teeth and the horns. Yeah, bear paws can go. Short sword can go. And we can get rid of that. All right. And that was a little bit of coins. Enough to keep us going, but we're holding on to several thousand, perhaps 3,000 crowns worth of loot. And we're going to do what we did last time, guys. We're going to save the game before we get into any type of barbarian king battle. We'll come up here and see where they are. We should see signs of them. Alright, let's read this together. Geralt has always been a bit tight with how much he eats. You're not sure if it's part of some religious rite, a sense of duty, or he's just not a big eater. Regardless, the lack of food has weakened the man, and you find him barely able to sit upright on a log. He's Spartan, I remember. You've got a bowl of meat and corn in hand, wondering if maybe you should offer it to him. I'll leave him be. You decide that the man has probably been through this before and decide to leave him be. A few moments later, you catch him walking and talking just fine. In fact, he gets around pretty well for a man who eats so lightly. To each his own. Huh. Where are you, barbarian? There we go. A trader with an empty merchant cart crosses paths with the company. Though he has nothing to peddle, he does state that the roads are flowing with rumors of a savage calling himself king. He states that the barbarian is somewhere northwest of where you stand, around the pale expanse. He regards the path of your journey with a nod. If you're keen on going that way, well, give them primitive bastards all the hell they deserve. I'm gonna try. Here's Guard might be the place to sell all my loot. The Pale Expanse. I haven't even discovered that place yet. Alright, let's try and sell stuff. Please be good prices. No, the prices are even worse here. But what they do have is a great prices on tools, which we will take. Decent price on a basic male shirt. Let's check the armor. Man, they've got a lot of male hauberks. I would love to get into those. But it basically make me broke. I could afford 2 of them. They've got 4. I would love to pick those up. I always kind of skip over them. I always end up going like straight into reinforced mail. Which is definitely a good strategy. Skip every, set of armor that you can. Go as high, as fast as you can. And you won't waste any money. Finally, a Houndmaster! Alright, we're going to pick him up. So once bitten by a wild dog, Roderick confronted his fear of canines by learning to train them. For many years, the Houndmaster used his dogs to help lift the spirits of orphaned children and the crippled. An interesting prospect. You can only hope Roderick is as loyal as the dogs he once commanded. I always get bad luck with the Houndmaster. With my luck, he's going to have terrible, terrible afflictions. He's bloodthirsty. He's prone to excessive violence and cruelty towards his enemies. An opponent isn't good enough dead. His head needs to be on a pike. All kills are fatalities. And he's got iron lungs. 2 stars in ranged, 1 in melee, 2 in melee defense. Holy crap. I'm in. Ha! I'm in, buddy. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Awesome. I am so happy this worked out. Guys, I think it was Mr. Blue that requested a Houndmaster character, and he had a name for it. I don't have the list in front of me right now. I honestly wasn't expecting to get one today. But I am super happy we did. Oh, man, he's going to be sick. And he is definitely going to be a crossbowman. We're not going to waste 2 stars in range skill. He's going to need to get quick hands as fast as possible. But when this guy whips out a weapon, it's going to be a big axe. The only type of characters I can see justifying as... And he needs a dog, too. Where's Warrior? I think I put Warrior on Vin and Die. We're going to put it on the Houndmaster. That feels way more thematic. Yeah. The only person I can justify as a Beast Slayer using as unwieldy of a weapon against beasts as an axe, a huge rusty axe, is going to be a guy who's actually bloodthirsty. Awesome pickup. Roderick. I'm going to give him a title right now. Roderick the Bloodthirsty. But I'm going to go back and rename him once I find that name. Mr. Blue, if you're watching right now, please feel free, just if you could re-put it in the comment section, that would be super helpful. I would appreciate that. That would save me having to go back and look. But I'm going to go back and look regardless, so never fear. Horse here, let's give him Brawny for now. That gives him 6 extra fatigue. We'll take a 2 roll in melee skill. Sure, I'll take a, no, you know what, he'll get 5s. I don't need to take that. Let's take a 2, and sadly a 2. No, that's terrible. Why would I do that? 2 and 2 I think are necessary. We can get him up to 50. Resolve and call it good. And then on Geralf here, go for Brawny as well. Gives him another 6 fatigue. Hook him up that way. Take that 4. Then I'm going to take a 2. As much as I want that melee defense. His melee skill is just too dang low. Alright guys. Let's go find the Barbarian King, and I think that'll be it for today. I was not expecting to get another cool character. But other than a Beast Slayer, that was the only other group I was going to be looking for. Have we found them at last? Might be it. We are headed to the Pale Expanse after all. It says we discovered something, but I don't see anything. There he is. Alright. This is... Oh man, this is way scarier of a fight. It's basically a giant chosen and a drummer. And then 10 Reavers. This is going to be a fight to the death. And we're going to have to be 100% ready for this. Oh man, wish me luck guys. This is going to be in the next episode, the beginning of the next episode. We are just I guess if you consider Barbarian Kings beasts, then we are the best. We are beast slayers, in fact. Oh, anyway, guys. I'm setting myself up for failure here. This is an incredibly difficult fight, and we are just not armed and armored enough to take it on quite yet, but we're going to try. This is going to be in the snow. We have Pathfinder, but we were able to do so well last time because we were able to fight them in the forest. I don't see any forest here we can drag them to. They would have to follow me quite a long way. Or here, actually, maybe we could do that. I'll think about it. But without any further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Once again, my name is Brett. And as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.